In this video, I'm revealing 7 altcoins you should be accumulating right now before the big bull run in 2025. Most crypto experts are projecting Bitcoin to reach somewhere between 150 to 250,000 this year, with Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano and co-founder of Ethereum, predicting Bitcoin to reach 250k by the end of this year. If this happens, altcoins are going to skyrocket, and I'm going to reveal 7 altcoins you should be accumulating right now. So coin number 1, guys, we've got Aerodrome Finance. Priced at 59 cents with a market cap of 484 million, Aerodrome Finance is the leading decentralized exchange and liquidity provider on the Base ecosystem. Aerodrome stakers receive a share of the protocol's trading fees, and in the past 90 days, Aerodrome has generated more revenue than every other decentralized exchange combined, and is the 5th largest revenue generating chain, only just behind Solana. Currently sitting outside the top 100, this coin is massively undervalued in my opinion. Now, when we look at the chart for Aerodrome Finance, we can see that we pretty much came down to a very key level of support in my blue box here, which was also a previous level of support back in March of 2024. And what we can actually see, we were in this downtrend of descending resistance, but what happened was once we actually got above that level and we flipped it into support, we've now put in bullish market structure and we've taken out this high here and we've now flipped it into support. Now, when we take a look at the momentum waves, we can see that we do have a red dot on the daily. So there is the potential that we may see a bit more downside for Aerodrome. And the levels that I would be targeting straight away would be at 55 cents. And then the next level, we could see a potential move down to that 47 cent area. I don't really see us coming back into the blue box here, but that is a possibility. But I do believe in the short term, we do see a bit of consolidation to the downside before we eventually get a bounce and make that next leg higher. Coin number 2, guys, we've got HBAR. So priced at 17 cents with a market cap of 7.3 billion. HBAR is a layer 1 blockchain that stands out from its competition with its unique hash graph technology. So unlike traditional blockchains that build one block on top of another, HBAR operates more like a graph, enabling faster transactions, greater scalability, and improved energy efficiency. And what makes me even more bullish on HBAR is that its technology is actually patented, ensuring exclusive use. And they've got major partnerships with Google, LG, IBM, and Boeing, and strong institutional backing, which is why I think HBAR is a great buy, especially at current prices. Now, we can see from the highs from earlier this year, we're currently trading at a 56% discount for HBAR. Now, this chart is very similar to the Aerodrome Finance chart, where we had this level of descending resistance, but what's happened is we've since broken above that and we've actually flipped it into support, and we've flipped this level into support as well, which was a very key level. So for me, I would be looking at HBAR to potentially get a bounce from this level and put in the next leg higher. Now, looking at our momentum waves, there is the potential that we could see a bit more of a move to the downside, but I wouldn't expect it to be very much. If we were to go down a bit lower, I would expect to find support at this next level here and then get a bounce from there to continue the move up for HBAR. Coin number 3, we've got Render. So priced at $4.38 with a market cap of 2.2 billion. Render is a leading AI project that's revolutionizing decentralized GPU rendering, and it seamlessly connects creators with idle GPU resources worldwide. Render's cutting-edge software is also featured in Apple's latest iPad, highlighting its industry-leading rendering capabilities. Additionally, Render has secured some major partnerships with the World Economic Forum, further cementing its influence in the AI and blockchain space. And priced at only $4.38, I think this coin is massively undervalued in my opinion. Now, when we take a look at the chart of Render, we can see that we did a perfect support and resistance flip. So we had these levels here, but we broke out from, we got this massive move to the upside, and we finally came down to retest that previous level of resistance now into a floor of support. We've now bounced off of that level, which is extremely bullish for render, and it's a retest that we needed to see happen. And now that we've got a retest of those levels, I feel confident accumulating for render to then put in another all-time high very soon. Now, as you know, price never moves straight up, so let's look at the momentum waves. When we zoom in on some shorter term timeframes, we can see that we are printing a bearish divergence on the daily chart, and this is where the price action is getting higher, but our momentum waves are actually getting lower. So this indicates that we are likely going to see a bit more downside for render in the short term, but this will make a great buying opportunity. And what levels would I be looking at? Well, the first level straight away that I think render could come down to would be probably this level around here, which is actually the midway point, and that's a level I would feel comfortable accumulating render at to then look for a bounce to put in higher prices. And if we can actually break above this previous level here, then the next key range of resistance would be around that $5.70 mark, which was previous resistance back here, and that's where I'd be expecting us to find that next level up and get a very quick move to the upside. Coin number 4, we've got Chainlink. So priced at $13.60 and a market cap of 8.9 billion. Chainlink is a decentralized oracle network that plays a crucial role in connecting smart contracts with real-world data. Chainlink has established itself as a leading decentralized oracle provider built on Ethereum. Now, Ethereum has been one of the worst performers this bull cycle, but I believe that Ethereum is going to run very soon. And when this happens, I expect Ethereum-based tokens like Chainlink to explode, because every major DeFi protocol built on Ethereum relies on Chainlink's oracles for price feeds and real-world data. As Ethereum's activity increases, demand for Chainlink will skyrocket. Chainlink also provides essential infrastructure and ecosystem for powering security data and the movement of tokenized real-world assets. And this is probably going to be one of the safest picks if you just want an easy 10x. You can't go wrong with Chainlink. Taking a look at the price chart for Chainlink, we can see that we've actually been holding a very key trend line here. We've been bouncing off of this trend line, and I'm expecting Chainlink to continue this trend of upwards momentum. As well, on the weekly, we are printing that green dot, meaning that we are going to get some more upside from Chainlink, and it wouldn't surprise me if we really start to put in this next leg higher very soon. Coin number 5 is going to be Cardano. So I know this is kind of a boring coin, but this is a very safe pick, and I think Cardano is going to get you an easy 5 to 10x from here. Cardano is a layer 1 blockchain that utilizes smart contracts, and Cardano is one of the largest cryptocurrencies by market cap. Once dubbed the Ethereum killer, it has since been overtaken by Solana, and it hasn't seen that same level of adoption. That being said, Cardano is still a very strong project, and with Charles Hoskinson, a brilliant marketer at the helm, I expect it to make significant moves in 2025. Hoskinson has also hinted at some major developments in the works, which could be a game changer for the project, and I believe that this is a very safe pick and should be in everyone's portfolio. Now, when we look at the price chart for Cardano, we can see that we had a very clear accumulation zone right here, where the price liked to be traded within this range. And what we actually saw is we actually saw a breakout and a retest of this level, which is extremely bullish, because when you get these massive breakouts to the upside, these levels quite often like to be retested and flipped into support before it can then put the next leg higher. And we take a look at the momentum waves for Cardano, and on the weekly, we are printing that green dot, indicating that we are going to see some more upwards momentum. Now, when we zoom in a bit on the daily, we can see that, like a lot of the coins on this list, on the daily chart, we are still a bit overbought. So in the short term, we may see a bit more of a correction back down before we get that next leg higher. And the level I would be looking at in the short term is probably a retracement back down to that 60-cent level. So coin number 6, we've got ZeroX. So this is by far the lowest market cap coin on this list, priced at 74 cents with a market cap of 64 million. So ZeroX is a privacy coin that utilizes advanced AI tools. It prioritizes the protection of user data and maintains transaction confidentiality. ZeroX also distributes 100% of their revenue to token holders, which incentivizes people to hold and to accumulate for passive income, which is one of the things that I really like about this coin. Now, taking a look at the chart for ZeroX, we can see that we're pretty much come down to the exact level that the price started at basically back in July of 2023. And this is extremely bullish for me because we're pretty much trading at all-time lows. And from the high, we're actually down 87%, which is massive. But one of the things I really like is on the chart, we're actually printing a bullish divergence. This is where the price action is actually getting lower, but our momentum waves are actually getting higher, which indicates a loss of momentum and a change in trend. And bullish divergences, especially on the weekly chart, are some of the strongest signals that you can see as a trader, especially as we come down to key levels of support. And this is why I'm actually expecting ZeroX to have a really big rebound to the upside. And this is a coin that if you want to take a bit more risk, I would definitely look to accumulate. And coin number 7, guys, we've got Tensor Tower, priced at $375 with a market cap of 3.2 billion. AI has been one of the hottest narratives in 2024 and 2025, and I expect this trend to continue. And Tensor Tower is hands down the leading decentralized blockchain for artificial intelligence. Tensor is a decentralized machine learning network, essentially the Web3 version of AI. And what Tensor has created is a global decentralized artificial intelligence network where people can contribute, train, and use AI without relying on centralized companies. And as AI becomes more integrated into our daily lives, the demand for a project like this is only going to skyrocket. Another thing I like about this project is its tokenomics as well. It has a max supply of 21 million and a halving cycle just like Bitcoin, which is why people often call it the Bitcoin of AI. And in my opinion, anything under $400 for Tensor Tower is a massive buy, and I think this coin is going to do massive gains in 2025. Now, when we take a look at the chart for Tau, we can see that we are currently trading within this accumulation zone here. And we're at a very key level because this is the level that if we can actually get above this blue box, then we're likely going to make our way back up to the previous all-time highs. However, being a massive key level, it is going to be a bit of resistance as well. And when we zoom in and we take a look at the daily chart, we can see that we have printed a red dot. But as long as we can't get above this blue box, then it does become more likely that we are going to see some sort of retracement to the downside. So that's what I'm kind of looking for Tensor Tower in the short term. And what level would I look for a retracement to? Well, the first level would probably be around that $309 mark. And the next one, if we do see a bit more of a deeper retracement, is I would be looking at around that $277 mark to potentially get a bounce and then a move up to finally break through our blue box of resistance. Now that's pretty much all I've got for today's video. If you'd like some one-on-one coaching with me to learn how to trade or how to invest, message me on either Instagram or Twitter or send me an email. And if you'd like to purchase my top 10 picks for 2025, the low cap altcoins that I think are going to get you the best returns that I didn't mention on this list, you can click on the link below to purchase that one. But besides that, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratse, we have bottomed out. Bottomed out, Novogratz is bullish. Bottomed out, don't ever rise is bearish.
Bearish positive 13 times there.
Novogratz is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.